friends. Oz here, heading to meet some other riders for dinner at Fuddruckers on this beautiful April here in North Texas. Enjoying a nice piece of road on the way to McKinney Airport Road. But I'm here to give you an update on my upcoming European trip. A while back I uploaded a video explaining my upcoming trip, but there's been a slight change to part of it, so I was going to give you an update, partly because I'd really love some suggestions, or anybody has some ideas and thoughts that they know about the area that I'll be talking about. Because as of right now, everything's go for the first two parts. I'm still going into flying into Milan, riding a train to Florence to watch the MotoGP race at Mugello. That'll be awesome. And then I'm going to London to meet some friends where we've designed our own World War II tour. Got 2 weeks of that, including a lot of stuff in London. Over in France, we're going to Normandy for a few days, up to Belgium, Luxembourg, eventually flying into Munich, where we'll be in Munich for 3 days and see a lot of things. But it's when I leave Munich and fly back to Milan that there's been a change, because I'm flying back to Milan where I'll rent a motorcycle, go riding for a week in the Alps. And a good friend of mine was going to meet me there and was going to plan all the routes and things of that nature, so I was leaving that totally to him. Talked about things I'd like to do, or some of the famous passes in the Alps I'd like to ride, so he was working on that. But 11 days ago or so, he let me know that due to some life changes, he's unable to go. Well, of course, disappointed. Love having a friend with me to ride. I'm still going. I decided, you know, I'm already over there, got my tickets, chance of a lifetime I'm riding. But it would change things. I got to plan my routes. And as I'm planning them, I'm finding out that's a little more difficult than planning some routes here in the U.S. I've planned many multi-day trips, at least 10 that were a week or longer. And so I'm not new to planning multi-day trips, but when you start looking at European roads, custom speed limits, toll roads, a bunch of things like that, it becomes a lot different. Their highway system's different, the way they, here we rely a lot on numbers, what number road we're on, I-35, 75, FM 121, whatever. They're numbered over there, but they don't have the same signage, and a lot more ideal of you tell them what city you're going to, or what town you're headed to. So there's that issue. So I got to figure that out and looking at the roads, zooming in on Google Maps and checking them out. There's also a lot of toll roads. You got to decide if you're going to use toll roads, because you either have to buy a pass over there that's good for a year, so it's pretty expensive, or you have to have their currency and pay cash. They are not going to at a toll booth. They don't have room for a credit card. They don't accept credit cards. It's a big issue if you don't have the money for it. So you got to be ready to pay cash there. Then there's also cash for all the gas stations, or at least most of them. Especially when you get up in the mountains, those small towns, you're going to pay cash. So you got to plan that, take enough of the currency so that you can pay cash, because most of the places aren't going to accept that MasterCard or whatever card you have. So there's a lot of issues like that. Now I've got a general idea of what I'm going to do, and this is where I could use your input if you know anything about these areas. I'm starting off out of Milan. Oh, and by the way, I have asked several friends to go with me, and I think I've got one that may be going. He's got to check a couple of things at work, and hopefully at some point tomorrow he'll let me know yes, he can go. He really wants to, he just got to get it all worked out. So hopefully I'll have a friend with me riding over there, and just make it a lot more fun and a lot more safe that you're not riding around by yourself. But I'm going to go up to Lucerne, Switzerland. Now, if you look up a little bit about Lucerne, there's some real neat things there. One of the more famous parts is what they call the Lion of Lucerne, which is a big rock carving that an artist put in honor of some troops lost during one of the revolutionary wars they had over that way. Very pretty. It's supposed to be a real neat town. There's some great passes, high Swiss Alps passes that go over back and forth, switchbacks, hairpin curves. And along that area, one of the things I want to do is go to the Titlis cliff walkway, or walk. It's up in a ski resort near Titlis Mountain, and that's spelled T-I-T-L-I-S. Look it up, the T-I-T-L-I-S Sky Bridge. I think it's Sky Bridge or Sky Walk. It is by several websites listed as one of the scariest bridges in the world. And it is a walking bridge, so we won't ride the bikes over it. But it looks absolutely gorgeous, and I want to hit that. But after visiting that area of Switzerland, I'm actually going to head back more to the southeastern part of the Alps in Italy, an area called the Dolomites. After reading a lot about it and actually speaking or getting an email with a fellow blogger in London that has his own tour company and has toured in the U.S. and all over Europe, said the Dolomites have some of the best roads, fun, beautiful area. And then after I got looking at it and researching, that's the case. So we'll go to the Dolomites. Numerous passes. Of course, we want to also hit the world famous Stelvio, S-T-E-L-V-I-O Pass. Look that one up. If you've not ever seen pictures of that, that'll give you a taste of many of the passes up in that area. So if you've ever been to any of those areas, Switzerland, down in Italy and the Alps, I would love comments and suggestions. If you know a great road or a great place to stay or some great local cuisine, it would be really neat. As I'm really trying to put this together in a little bit of a panic mode because I don't want to wait too long and lose out on lodging options and be forced into things I don't want to do. Because it's not like you pull in and just run into your local Motel 6 or Holiday Inn over there. So you got to really plan that and be prepared. I'll be looking at the Airbnb website and looking at staying in like some bed and breakfast and things of that nature. So once again, I'd love your input. I'll be over there from June 17th is the day we pick up the motorcycle. And then that following Saturday, the motorcycles have to be returned by 10 a.m. After I return it, I'll spend the rest of that day and a large part of Sunday exploring and enjoying the sights of Milan, because I'll fly out on the 25th, that Sunday evening, and arrive back late in Dallas on the 26th. So thanks for watching. If you leave comments or suggestions, thanks for that. Make sure you like the video, share, and if you'll subscribe, as I'm uploading videos from over there, from the rides, from the sites, and all that, you can get those updates and know when they come in. So be careful out there. Enjoy your ride. Enjoy your evening. And once again, thanks for watching, and subscribe to Just an Ordinary Biker.